So I've been rewatching the Pokemon Wind and Waves trailer and, hold on.
Whew, that's better. Take a look at this. I mean, this feels like what Pokemon was meant to be, what it was when I was younger. Not some rushed, half-baked game to meet a quota, but a textured world. Pokemon frolicking and playing together, going underwater, it all feels real. Speaking of real, I'm gonna do a Nuzzlocke in real life. Now, before I get to figuring out and explaining how I'm even gonna do this, we have to settle on what exactly a Nuzzlocke is. You see, there are a bunch of different types and definitions of Nuzlockes. Hardcore Nuzlocke, Iron Man Nuzlocke, Soul Lock, Egg Lock, Monolock, Wonderlock, Goldilocks. But for our purposes, a Nuzzlocke is just a normal run of Pokemon where any Pokemon that faints must be boxed permanently and is considered dead. Only the first Pokemon I encounter in a given route can be caught, and I must name all of my Pokemon. Cool, so we got the Nuzzlocke part down, so how are we gonna accomplish the IRL part? Now, to accomplish this admittedly difficult goal, I'm gonna need 3 things. First, I'm gonna need a way to move. Second, I'm gonna need a way to catch Pokemon. And third, I'm gonna need a way to use the A and B button. Let's go easiest to hardest. Now, for the movement or our running shoes, I considered a couple different options. Maybe I could have done a webcam that had motion tracking, so every time I moved my feet, it would count that as movement in game. Or I could even add some sort of accelerometer with an Arduino on top of one of my feet, and every time that goes up and down, depending on my heading, that moves. But that was really complicated. Thankfully, I realized I had something collecting dust in my closet. That's right, a Wii Fit board, baby. This bad boy has multi-directional inputs, and with Wii Fit Walker, I don't have to do any coding. Now, I know what you're thinking. Ty, technically a Wii Fit board won't have you walking in real life to translate that to in-game movement. You'll kind of just be leaning side to side. And what I have to say to that is, please, I need this. I don't have enough time to code a whole Python project. Just, okay? Okay, so with the movement done, now we just need to figure out how we can actually catch Pokemon. I went ahead and whipped up this handy dandy little machine I like to call the Pokemon Catcher 3000. Now, stick with me here. Here's my line of logic. Every time we would normally go to throw a Pokeball at a Pokemon, we have to use my handy dandy machine here. And if I miss with all my Pokeballs, I can't catch the Pokemon. Now, if that seems not fair or cheap, don't worry. You see, I actually took a cue from the anime. Have you ever noticed whenever Ash and the gang find a new Pokemon, they either cite off a bunch of trivia about it or check their Pokédex? Well, the amount of Pokeballs I am allowed to throw isn't going to be determined by the amount I have in-game, but rather the amount of Pokemon trivia questions I can answer. And finally, here's how I'm going to press the A and B button. Hey Pikachu, use A. Yeah, it did the thing. This is pretty cool, right? Through the use of StreamerBot, I created a voice command that will trigger the A, B, start, or select button. And this won't work. I really wish it would have, but you average tens of button presses every minute playing Pokemon, and doing that with voice commands would drive me crazy. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to use a controller for that part. However, don't worry, because chat will be able to force me to do voice commands and a whole bunch of other stuff. Oh yeah, did I say I was streaming this? Let's go ahead. It is time for us to start our Pokemon adventure. Okay, sorry, Hi there, welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Professor Juniper. Everyone calls me the Pokemon Professor. Well, that's enough for me. Could you tell me about yourself? I'd love to. Are you a boy or a girl? Hold up. Okay, I'm gonna be a boy. Tell me your name. Okay. Okay, hold up. Okay, yep. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. I could get this. I could get this. Yeah. Okay. Oh, let's check out the digs. Yeah, okay, got a little seat. Let's see here. All right, we're free.
Okay, let's go. I will be honest, the fact that I'm leaning does create a sort of like, it does kind of feel like I'm moving in the game, but it feels like what's a hero from like Murdoch? Anybody know Murdoch? How he kind of just floats off the ground? It kind of feels like I'm Murdoch, just, you know what I mean? Double down. By the way, I'm looking for somebody, do you know a person named Ty? That's me. Okay, is this the Pokemon you want? Yes. Is this the nickname you want? Yes. Okay. Chitarones. That was, okay. Why did you make it? Okay, that was I'm sorry. To anybody who speaks Spanish, I would like to apologize for the butchering of this word. I'm very monolingual. Well, okay, I don't really get it, but going on a journey is always good. Anyways, I just happen to have you just happen to have another one of the rarest devices in all of the Pokemon universe. Okay, you just happen to have another Pokédex. Time to show these people that I'm the true trainer. Let's go. Literally, up to this point, it has just been the tutorial. This is the actual, true beginning of our Pokemon journey. Here on Route 19. Let's see what first Pokemon we go ahead and catch. All right. Cute purple cat. Okay, let's see what we get. Okay. A Pat Rat. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, chat.
Hi, Editing Ty here, just to say that the 3 category of trivia questions we have to answer are the Pokemon's typing, the type of Pokemon they are, like the Scarf Pokemon, and we have to name 10 Pokemon from the Unova Dex. Okay, I get it.
Okay, for the Pokemon typing for Pat Rat, it's normal. I'm gonna guess the Weasel Pokemon, the Groundhog Pokemon. The Groundhog, or maybe, I know this won't count, the Vigilant Pokemon. One is the quiz. We're gonna be doing Gen 5. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay, if I name 10 Pokemon, that nabs me a ball. I believe in myself, I can do this. Okay, first, we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it right here. This is it. Just one. We only need one. Okay. It's okay, Ty. You got this. Thank you. With the power of friendship. Come on. Okay. Oh, come on. Okay. Money. That counts, baby. Hardest part of the challenge, the names, truthfully. Okay, chat. We can no longer catch any Pokemon in this area since we were doing Nuzzlocke. Pokemon are looking good. Chicharron, level 6, and Sugar, level 4. Alrighty, chat. Let's keep moving. At this point, everything was going great. But if you've looked at the video duration, you've probably realized something. I didn't get through the whole game. In fact, I barely even got to the first gym leader. You see, making a Nuzzlocke IRL just slowed everything down so much. Even just one random Pokemon encounter took like 3 minutes to run away from. And as I progressed through the early game, I eventually had this crash out in Flossy Ranch. I really tried not to do this. Because I was like, in my mind, I was like, this is gonna be fun. You did it. No, you did it. Hey, Pikachu, use Crash Out. I have been standing at my desk for 2 hours and 27 minutes. Do you genuinely know how long this took? Chat, look how sad that is. No. I'm a 20-year-old man. I'm in college. Look at my hands. Look what I'm wearing. You can't even see this. I even put on a fancy little shirt here. I put on a fancy little shirt because I was using in the narration of the video. It didn't even show up. I've been sweating this whole time, and you're gonna make me say, hey, Pikachu, use a. This whole idea from the very start was flawed. I wanted to recapture the spark that Pokemon had when I was younger. When I watched the Pokemon Wind and Waves trailer, it was genuinely amazing. I felt like I was young again, but I need to realize something. I'm not young, I'm old. And whether I like it or not, Pokemon will never be what it was. And maybe that's awful. And maybe that's horrible. And that's where things kinda ended off. I mean, I did eventually beat Sharon, but my heart just wasn't in it anymore. But don't worry, because if this video gets 100 likes, I'll Nuzzlocke the whole game IRL or delete my channel. Also, big shout out to Featuresfr, Kindofcluess, and Yaxcar for donating during the stream, and big shout out to all of my Twitch subscribers, which should currently be floating in front of me right now. Okay, goodbye.